What if I told you that a Honda Formula One team almost ended up in the hands of a fraudster? Not a small-time con artist, but one of the biggest financial impersonators of modern British history. This is a story of how Honda almost sold its F1 team to the wrong man, and how Ross Brawn saw through it just in time. On a Beyond the Grid podcast interview, Ross Brawn recalled a bizarre episode in which Honda was preparing to sell its F1 team. One potential buyer, later identified as Achilleas Kalakis, was described as having been fairly enthusiastic pursuing the purchase. On paper, he looked serious, wealthy, and convincing. But almost immediately, something didn't feel right.
We'd had our suspicions from the very early stages, but we had to entertain it for a reasonable amount of time. But we put a detective agency on him because we were starting to get worried. And I remember Christmas Eve we had the report. Nick and I had the report about the guy, and turned out he was a fraudster who changed his name.
This wasn't someone bluffing their way through a boardroom. Kalakis had gone down in history as one of United Kingdom's biggest property purchasers, extracting millions from Irish banks. His vast commercial property empire entirely built on deception. Eventually, it all collapsed, and he ended up behind jail. Looking back, Brawn said,
So those are sort of people we were dealing with. It was entertaining and educational, I think would be the... Anyway, I remember that happened on Christmas Eve. And so I think getting over Christmas, that was probably when we really started to focus on the fact that maybe if this was to survive, we had to do it ourselves.